Good morning, everyone who is present here. I am Sneha is from second year BSc Biotech. Today we are gonna do presentation. Already we did yesterday, and now Usha gonna present about hormones. Let's welcome her.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Vanaka. I am Usha from second year combination. Today I am going to explain about hormones, definition and its types and the written examples. Before going to hormone definition, let us learn about introduction about hormones. The term hormone comes from Greek word hormone. It means to excite. The word hormones the first used in 1905 by E.H. Sterling of London University. Now let us learn about hormones definitions. Now let us learn about hormone definitions. Hormones are chemically synthesized and produced by a specialized gland to control and regulate the activity of certain cells and organs. The specialized glands are known as endocrine glands, or we can also define as chemical messenger produced by glands that travels through the bloodstream to regulate and coordinate the body's activities. Next, we learn about types of hormones. There are mainly two types of hormones: peptide, or they are also called as protein hormones, and steroid hormones. Next, we learn about peptide hormones. Peptide hormones are composed of amino acids and they are soluble in water. Peptide hormones are unable to pass through cell membranes because it contains a phospholipids bilayer that stops any fat insoluble molecules from diffusion into the cells. In these peptide hormones, there are insulin is an important peptide hormone produced by pancreas. Peptide hormones is the largest category of hormones, consists of peptides, polypeptides, proteins and glycoproteins. In the peptide hormones, there are examples insulin and glycagon and oxytocin. Insulins and glycagons are present in the pancreas, and oxytocin are present in the hypothalamus. First, we learn about insulin. Insulin is a peptide hormone secreted by the beta cells in pancreas. It consists of two polypeptide chains linked together by two disulfide bonds. There are two polypeptide chains, chain A and chain B. In chain A, 21. There are total 51 amino acids. In the chain A, there are 21 amino acids, and in chain B, 30 amino acids are there. Mainly is in deficiency of insulin leads to an impaired carbohydrates metabolism and diabetes mellitus. Insulin was first isolated in 1982 by Bannon. Insulin molecular weight is approximately 5,700 Dalton and consists of two polypeptide chains, A and B linked with two disulfide bonds. Its structure is A chain and B chain. The chain are connected by two disulfide bonds, and third disulfide bond present in within the A chain. These are the structure of